What? Reload the thing. Reload the thing. That's funny. I'm sorry, that's funny. Go on.
What is good, folks? It's your boy here, Jordan Mullen, you also known as Just Mull, and I'm getting right back into it today with another video. And you're probably telling by the title, it's a bit late that I'm doing this. I do apologise. I'm going to be honest. The first 2 days, from Sunday to Monday, I was hanging out of my arsehole. Oh my god, I do not drink much anymore. I'm not a big drinker. When I was a little bit younger, I was drinking a bit more on a regular basis. But over the last 3 years, yeah, I don't drink much. I don't go out much. My hometown's a bit dead. Just a smidge. It's just a tad bit dead on a night out. You get used to everything. And once that happens, it's just plain boring. But nonetheless, I went to Hoops Basketball Centre in my hometown of Barrow-in-Furness for the Xtreme Combat fight event that had near enough every fight category you can think of that a lot of people love to watch, which is MMA, kickboxing and boxing. And not only that, my good friend Jordan Fisher was also one of the fighters on this card. When I tell you how many fights were originally planned, was 30 fights. I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's extensive. But most of these fights were at least 3 to 5 rounds, something like that. As it's amateur fights, it's amateur MMA, amateur boxing, amateur kickboxing. So there were about 3 to 5 rounds. And I believe it's either 2 or 3 minute rounds. So they went and then changed the card because they had 4 fights that were still to be arranged. And they couldn't arrange them on time. So they're being put onto another card. And so there were 26 fights altogether. I got there for about 2:30, 2:45. And me and the boys, we're chilling out. I'm with my brother and my good friends Jack and Nathan. Now, 2 of the other guys couldn't make it. They purchased for the tickets and everything. Nathan's brother Ryan was there, and I decided to give him the spare ticket that was Kia's because he didn't come. I gave him the spare ticket so he could join us on our table, as he was just in the audience. So there you go. There's your ticket. Let's have fun. The fights were brilliant. The fights were really, really good. It was just like it was last year back in Barrow for the last fight event. Great night with great fights, booze flowing, and it was just a good laugh to be with friends again and just simply have a giggle with it all. Just get back to some form of normality. But, and this is a big but, the night was put on a massive downer and a big damper on the event and the night as a whole by a group of kids that were either high off their asses with drugs or had way too much alcohol. And all these kids wanted to do was scrap outside of the building. Myself and my friend Nathan, we stopped 2 of them. I think the event had like 6 or 7 bouncers. Like, seriously. They had a feeling it was going to kick off. But I'm sorry, but enough is enough. I'm happy to speak to young women who were clearly bothered about what they saw, seeing a group of kids scrap each other, boot each other, like literally trying to cause serious damage to each other. These kids with age brackets from 14 all the way to about 20. Now, this, I feel like I need to say this to Extreme Combat and to whoever else was in prior to promoting and organising this event. All I say is this: stop allowing these kids to come in, because every single time you do these events, the ladies get glammed up, the boys get cleaned up, new haircut, fresh new clothing, and we might make our way to these events to have a good time, have a good amount of alcohol, and watch some good amateur fights. But these kids simply every time, cause fights, and then once they start, the adults start, because the adults will have the younger ones there. They may be related to them, or they're related to a friend of theirs, and they feel like they have to step in to defend them, and that's where it escalates. But the majority of these fights were the same group of kids just scrapping outside. 18-year-olds scrapping with 14, 15-year-olds. I'm like, what are you doing? If you think you're hard, get in the ring. Honestly, it was disgusting. And like I said, having to speak to a few young females, some of them to which I knew, absolutely distraught and disturbed at the scenes that they had seen whilst they were going outside for a smoke or a bit of fresh air. It was awful. It was truly, truly awful to watch. And it's not a nice thing. You don't want to see that. You just want to go out and have a good night. And that's what we wanted to do. It's been almost a full-on year that we've had these fight events, and getting back to some form of normality. That's what we wanted. We wanted to go to this fight event. No problems, no dramas, have some drinks, watch some amateur fighting, maybe go out to a couple of pubs or whatever afterwards till about, say, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and go home. But there was literally about 6 fights, and I think one of them were from the adults, but I don't think it was. I may be hallucinating or whatnot. But I think the majority of them, if not all of them, were these kids. And I'm like, I say this with every oomph of my being: stop allowing these kids to come. They can't handle their alcohol, and they can't control their emotions. They're either fucked over with drugs or extremely pissed to know what's right from wrong. Ban them from coming. 21 or over. That's it, because it's just a big damper on the night. Myself and my mate Nathan were just like, if there's any more scraps happening outside, we can't stop it, because we're just trying to have a good night. We don't want this to fuck us over and put us in a downer. Like, nah, get back inside. Get back inside, watch the fights. My boy Fisher had his fight, and he won, ladies and gents. Within about 30, 40 seconds of the fight, it was a TKO. I think it was really a knockout. But very easy victory against his opponent. You could tell by the way the first couple of seconds were going that his opponent didn't actually have the skill level to what my friend Fisher had. Fisher, great amount of power, great footwork, great technique. And he has now come out and announced that he is having a championship bout on the 14th of August, which is amazing. That is fantastic. He actually won his championship bout, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was sometime at the beginning of last year or towards the end of last year, somewhere around there, or it must have been 2019 August time. I think it was. I believe so. I've got a picture of myself with my boy Fisher with the championship belt. I believe it was around 2019, and it was a great event. It was a great event, as a whole. But these kids are just putting dampers on the night, and having the bouncers having to go outside every hour or so to stop these kids from scrapping each other, trying to kill each other. It's just pathetic, if you ask me. It really is, and you don't want to watch it. You don't want to see that. You simply, I just wanted to go outside for a cigarette, and seeing a group of kids just trying to kill each other, it's just pathetic. having some of the fighters come out because some of the young ones were somewhat related or etc. to these fighters. And these fighters are losing concentration and losing focus and getting pissed off and really getting riled up because their young ones, etc., are being threatened, getting in scraps with all the lads. One of the lads, Lee O'Donnell, he did extremely well with his fight. His stepson was involved. He's 14. Myself and Nathan were the ones who actually stopped that scrap. We actually got in the middle of that and stopped everybody from scrapping. That was the first. I think that was like the first or the second one, and it was just pathetic. One of these kids got bit on the face. I'm like, that's a pussy thing. Like, don't do that. You're not Mike Tyson. You don't even know how to fight, especially because you're biting someone. Like, it's just awful. And I say this to Extreme Combat, if they do see this. I say this to my boy Fisher, if you can pass this on. Stop allowing these youngsters to come in and start having a 21 or over limit, because it's just putting a downer on the night. And like I said, it was a good event. It was a good event. But you can't keep doing this every single time, having to get the police there every single time, because kids are fucked over with drugs and alcohol, or both, can't control their emotions and lash out on each other. Some of them maybe sometimes having to go in the hospital, like into an ambulance. Like, it's not something we want to see. We just want to go out and have a good time watching the fights. If you can't control yourself, you can't handle your alcohol, and you can't control your emotions, fuck off, don't come to these events. To those of us that want to go with these fight events and just enjoy the amateur fights, watch our friends or family in the ring or in the octagon having scraps with other good, talented fighters. That's what we want to watch. We don't want to watch scraps that are pathetic to watch and disgusting at the same time on the outside of the building. You don't want to watch that. But like I said, my friend Fisher, big old win. He's got a championship bout coming on the 14th of August. That is insane. I cannot wait to go to that one. I'll be cheering him on without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. I'll put the footage as well of his fight at the end of the video for you all to enjoy, basically, because it's literally about 2 minutes long, and it's a good scrap. It's a really good scrap, but you can tell the difference of level of technical ability from both fighters. You can see that my friend Fisher is actually quite a bit more technically gifted as his opponent was. But you've got to give all respect to his opponent in Jordan Wheater. Or is it Jordan Wheaton? I think it's Wheater. Got to give him all the respect in the world because he got in the ring. I believe he got to the event fairly late. Picked up his shorts. Didn't have much time to get his shoes on and got in the ring. Well, the octagon, because there were MMA fights there, so it was just an octagon. Yeah, that's what does my head in with these events. That they always just seem to just get one ring for it all and then fuck the boxing. It's going in the octagon. But hey ho, what you gonna do? Like I said, it was really, really enjoyable. It was a good fight to watch. All the fights were good. Very early finishes they were as well. A lot of fights. Like I said, I think there were about 3 to 5 minute rounds, but 2 to 3 minutes. And they were really, really good. There were a lot of early finishes. And I'm looking forward to going to the next event. Hopefully, if they do see this, they can see that this does affect people when they're just trying to simply have a nice evening out. Like I said, I saw a lot of young women that I knew, and they're all glammed up for the first time in like a year or two, and it's nice to see again. It's nice to see these ladies getting glammed up, and they go out, they're feeling good, and they're having drinks, and it's even been the same thing with the lads as well, and they're all getting dressed up and everything and going out. It's nice to see. It's nice to see that things are getting back to normal, and yeah, I mean, I can't wait for the next event. Simple as that. Can't wait to see my boy knock out his next opponent. So yeah, that's going to be it from me for now, folks. Those are my opinions on the event. I do apologise, it's a little bit late, but what can you do? It is a pain in the ass. I don't like doing it, but like I said, the first 2 days I was hungover to hell. Went to work on Tuesday and Wednesday. I didn't have much time to do any kind of videos at all. So please enjoy this one. If you have thoroughly enjoyed what you see, do not hesitate to crush the subscribe button with that notification bell, so you never miss a video, and you also join the family. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Come on over. And also, get down in that comment section. Tell me what you enjoyed, where I can improve, and what videos you would like me to do next. If you have any requests, please let me know. Crush that like button as well, please. Please. Helps out with the algorithm and stuff. I will see you all next time. This is your boy Jordan Molly, also known as Just Mol. See you now. Take care and God bless.
Jordan Wheater did buy the shorts brand new today, and he couldn't get them printed up. He did say he was having printed up as well, but unfortunately didn't get time to do so. Where, I mean, the shorts of Jordan Fisher look fantastic, don't they?
They certainly do. And Jordan Wheater didn't have time to put shoes on either. The same where I come from, no shirt, no shoes, no service. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem for Jordan Fisher.
Wheater, the tricky southpaw. Switched it up though.
Nice body shot there from Fisher.
Yeah,
Wheater takes it well though.
They're going to be a problem for Wheater, then body shots, because Fisher does come in with it pretty hard.
Wheater's going to have to keep those hands up as well. Got the much superior boxing stance to Jordan Fisher.
Yeah, he moves so well. Like I say, he's very light on his feet. Head movement's very good, but Wheater will try and take his head off.
A nice uppercut there from Wheater. But again, the hands are so low on the way out.
The wingman Wheater himself putting pressure on.
Gotcha, bitch.
They're dealing with it quite well at the minute, but they've been put down now.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
And this Brad, he's back up, ready to go, and Fisher's going to put his back on him now. Fisher's ready to go here, you can see it in his eyes. Yeah, looks like he's ready for this fight now.
The hand positioning from Fisher and the hand speed from Fisher is so superior.
Oh, he took a shot there on the chin, did Wheater. I don't know if he's going to get up from
he's back up to his feet.
He's back up. I don't know if we have the free down rule tonight.
I think he called him moving backwards a little bit there, so maybe not as flush as it might first have seemed, but he's certainly coming out game forward, is Jordan Wheater.
But Fisher just dodging every shot that comes in. Oh, shot.
Yeah, Fisher making him miss, and Wheater did not like that one at all.
Oh, big shots, and that is that. That is that. Jordan Fisher goes 7-0.
About 7 seconds left in the...
That's my boy. 7-0, baby! Let's go, champ!